hard to be confident that anything we've made
graphics come
is
last.
actually
Yeah.
And so when it comes to doing something like figuring out what would make a good MMO, like I don't play a lot of MMOs, I don't really know what that varies entail. We'll need a problem statement. We'll actually need a problem statement to determine what problem we're going to solve. And yet, if we would excite and delight players concretely, why would we? I'm very passionate about this idea because, frankly, I am not the best at any of the games that I have played. This is now I'm going to shift focus back to content creation.
Test 1, 2, 3.
I am not providing substantial educational value in a lot of the parts that I'm used to, but I'm a good speaker.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Very hard to be a good speaker. And I think a lot.
This is what a lot of streamers
test.
Get mad about.
1, 2,
I think
3.
this is especially true with WoW.
And I think a lot.
This is what a lot of streamers
test.
Get mad about.
1, 2,
I think
3.
this is especially true with WoW.
It's pretty good.
Is that they get mad that the most popular content creators aren't the best players. And it makes them mad because they feel like they deserve it because they're good at the game. But the truth is that being good at the game doesn't make you good at streaming.
Alright,
that's it.
Back out here.
Nobody really gives a shit about being good at the game. And I think that there are like exceptions. You have people like Shroud and people like Faker. But I don't think that people understand like how much of like an exception those guys are. Like, yeah, like esports and is yes, entertainment is what the reason is. People are there for entertainment primarily. Lots of good gamers have low views. Yeah, exactly.
After every stream of like, man, when was I?
Late on his return trip. No great matter, certainly, but he made a point of going ashore at once, during the hottest hour of the afternoon, to look for Heist. Schomburg's hotel stood back in an extensive enclosure containing a garden, some large trees, and, under their spreading boughs, a detached hall available for concerts and other performances, as Schomburg worded it in his advertisements. Torn and fluttering bills, intimating in heavy red capitals, "Concerts every night," were stuck on the brick pillars on each side of the gateway. The walk had been long and confoundedly sunny. Davidson stood wiping his wet neck and face on what Schomburg called the piazza. Several doors opened onto it, but all the screens were down. Not a soul was in sight, not even a china bowl, nothing but a lot of painted iron chairs and tables. Solitude, shade, and gloomy silence, and a faint, treacherous breeze which came from under the trees and quite unexpectedly caused the melting Davidson to shiver slightly. The little shiver of the tropics, which, in Surabaya especially, often means fever and the hospital to the incautious white man. The prudent Davidson sought shelter in the nearest garden. In the artificial dusk, beyond the levels of shrouded billiard tables, a white form heaved up from two chairs on which it had been extended. The middle of the day table d'hôte tiffin once over was Schomburg's easy time. He lounged out, portly, deliberate, on the defensive, the great fair beard like a cuirass over his manly chest. He did not like Davidson, never a very faithful client. He hit a bell on one of the tables as he went by and asked in a distant officer of the reserve manner, "You desire?" The good Davidson, still sponging on his neck, declared with simplicity that he had come to fetch away Heist as agreed. "Not here." The Chinaman appeared in response to the bell. Schomburg turned to him very severely. "Take The gentleman's order.
Trying not to damage the caliper in any way.
Couldn't
Just
wait. Only begged that Heist should be informed
banging on
that the
this.
sissy would leave at midnight. Not here, I am telling you. Davidson
Looks like
slapped his
replaceable
thigh in
metal
concern.
piece.
Here, the hospital, I suppose. A natural
It's
enough
coming off.
surmise in a very
Yeah,
feverish
slowly.
locality.
Slowly
The
but
lieutenant
surely.
of the reserve only pursed up his mouth and raised his eyebrows without looking at him. It might have meant anything, but Davidson dismissed the hospital idea with confidence. However, he had to get hold of Heist between this and midnight. He has been staying here? He asked. Yes, he was staying here. Can you tell me where he is now? Davidson went on faster. Within himself, he was beginning to grow anxious, having developed the affection of a self-appointed protector towards Heist. The answer he got was, "Can't tell, it's none of my business," accompanied by majestic oscillations of the hotel keeper's head, hinting at some awful mystery. Davidson was placidity itself. It was his nature. He did not betray his sentiments, which were not favorable to Schomburg. "I am sure to find out at the testman's office," he thought. But it was a very hot hour, and if Heist was down at the port, he would have learned already that the sissy was in. It was even possible that Heist had already gone on board, that he could enjoy a coolness denied to the town. Davidson, being stout, was much preoccupied with coolness and inclined to immobility. He lingered a while, as if irresolute. Schomburg at the door, looking out, affected perfect indifference. He could not keep it up, though.
It's almost off.
He turned inward and asked with brusque rage, "You wanted to see him?" "Why, yes," said Davidson. "We agreed to meet." "Don't you bother. He doesn't care about that now." "Doesn't he? Well, you can judge for yourself. He isn't here, is he? You take my word for it. Don't you bother about him. I'm advising you as a friend." "Thank you," said Davidson, inwardly startled at the savage tone. "I think I will sit
Holy
down
shit.
for a moment and have a drink after all."
Yeah, it's almost off.
This was not
One
what
of the
Schomburg had
sides.
expected to hear. He called brutally, "Boy!" The Chinaman approached, and after referring him to the white man by a nod, the hotel keeper departed, muttering to himself. Davidson heard him gnash his teeth as he went. Davidson sat alone with the door, as if there had been not a soul staying in the hotel. His placidity was so genuine that he was not unduly fretting himself over the absence of Heist or the mysterious manners Schomburg had treated him to. He was considering these things in his own very shrewd way. Something had happened, and he was loath to go away to investigate, being restrained by a presentiment that somehow enlightenment would come to him there. A poster of concerts every evening, like those on the gate, and in a good state of preservation, hung on the wall fronting him. He looked at it idly and was struck by the fact, then not so very common, that it was a ladies' orchestra.
Nice.
San Giacomo's Eastern Tour, 18 performers. The poster stated that they had had the honor of playing their select repertoire before various colonial excellencies, also before pashas, sheikhs, chiefs, His Highness the Sultan of Muscat, etc., etc. Davidson felt sorry for the 18 lady performers. He knew what that sort of life was like. The sordid conditions and brutal incidents of such tours led by such young Giacomos, who often were anything but professional. While he was staring at the poster, a door somewhere at his back opened, and a woman came in who was looked upon as Schomburg's wife, no doubt with truth. As somebody remarked cynically once, she was too unattractive to be anything else. The opinion that he treated her abominably was based on her frightened expression. Davidson lifted his hat to her. Mrs. Schomburg gave him an inclination of her sallow head, and incontinently sat down behind a sort of raised counter, facing the door, with a mirror and rows of bottles at her back. Her hair was very elaborately done, with 2 ringlets on the left side of her scraggy neck. Her dress was of silk, and she had come on duty every afternoon. For some reason or other, Schomburg exacted this from her, though she added nothing to the fascination of the place. She sat there in the smoke and noise like an enthroned idol, smiling stupidly over the billiards from time to time, speaking to no one, and no one speaking to her. Schomburg himself took no more interest in her than may be implied in a sudden and totally unmotived scowl. Otherwise, the very Chinamen ignored her existence. She had interrupted Davidson in his reflections. Being alone with her silence and open-eyed immobility made him uncomfortable. He was easily sorry for people. It seemed rude not to take any notice of her. He said, in allusion to the poster, "Are you having these people in the house?" She was so unused to being addressed by customers that at the sound of his voice, she jumped in her seat. Davidson was telling us afterward that she jumped exactly like a figure made of wood, without losing her rigid immobility. She did not even move her eyes, but she answered him freely, though her very lips seemed made of wood. "They stayed here over a month. They are gone now. They played every evening." "Pretty good, were they?" To this she said nothing, and as she kept on staring fixedly in front of her silence disconcerted Davidson. It looked as if she had not heard him, which was impossible. Perhaps she drew the line of speech at the expression of opinions. Schomburg might have trained her for domestic reasons to keep them to herself. But Davidson felt in honor obliged to converse, so he said, putting his own interpretation on this surprising silence, "I see, not much account. Such bands hardly ever are. An Italian lot, Mrs. Schomburg, to judge by the name of the boss."
Oh, there we go.
Only he dyes his hair and beard black for business. Don Giacomo is his business mate. "It's a curious fact," said Davidson. His head being full of heist, it occurred to him that she might be aware of other facts. This was a very amazing discovery to anyone who looked at Mrs. Schomburg. Nobody had ever suspected her of having a mind. I mean, even a little of it. I mean, any at all. One was inclined to think of her as an it, an automaton, a very plain dummy, with an arrangement for bowing the head at times and smiling stupidly now and then. Davidson viewed her profile with a flattened nose, a hollow cheek, and one staring, unwinking, goggle eye. He asked himself, did that speak just now? Will it speak again? It was as exciting for the mere wonder of it as trying to converse with a mechanism. A smile played about the fat features of Davidson, the smile of a man making an amusing experiment. He spoke again. But the other members of that orchestra were real Italians, but
What do I do with the others?
of course he didn't care. He wanted to see whether the mechanism would work again. It did. It said they were not.
There it is.
They were of all sorts, apparently. It paused, with the one goggle eye immovably gazing down the whole length of the room and through the door opening onto the piazza. It paused, then went on in the same low pitch. There was even one English girl. "Poor devil," said Davidson. "I suppose these women are not much better than slaves, really. Was that fellow with the dyed beard decent in his way?" The mechanism remained silent. The sympathetic soul of Davidson drew its own conclusions. "Beastly life of these women," he said. "When you say an English girl, Mrs. Schomburg, do you really mean a young girl? Some of these orchestra girls are no chicks." "Young enough," came the low voice out of Mrs. Schomburg's unmoved physiognomy. Davidson, encouraged, remarked that he was sorry for her. He was easily sorry for people. "Where did they go to from here?" he asked. She did not go with them. She ran away. This was the pronouncement Davidson obtained next. It introduced a new sort of interest. Well, well, he exclaimed placidly, and then, with the air of a man who knows life, "Who with?" he inquired with assurance. Mrs. Schomburg's immobility gave her an appearance of listening intently. Perhaps she was really listening, but Schomburg must have been finishing his sleep in some distant part of the house.
Oh
The
man,
silence was
river's
profound and lasted long.
cracking all along here.
Then, enthroned above Davidson, she whispered at last, "That friend of yours." "Oh, you know I am here looking for a friend," said Davidson hopefully. "Won't you tell me—" "I've told you." "Eh?" A mist seemed to roll away from before Davidson's eyes, disclosing something he could not believe. "You can't mean it. He's not the man for it." But the last words came out in a faint voice. Mrs. Schomburg never moved her head the least bit. Davidson, after the shock which made him sit up, went slack all over. "Heist, such a perfect gentleman," he exclaimed weakly. Mrs. Schomburg did not seem to have heard him. This startling fact did not tally somehow with the idea Davidson had of Heist. He never talked of women. He never seemed to think of them, or to remember that they existed. And then, all at once, like this, running off with a casual orchestra girl. "You might have knocked me down with a feather," Davidson told us sometime afterward. By then he was taking an indulgent view of both the parties to that amazing transaction. First of all, on reflection, he was by no means certain that it prevented Heist from being a perfect gentleman as before. He confronted our open grins or quiet smiles with a serious, round face. Heist had taken the girl away to San Juan, and that was not a joking matter. The loneliness, the ruins of the spot had impressed Davidson's simple soul. They were incompatible with the frivolous comments of
What's that?
people who had not seen that black
Yeah, it's my brother's.
sticking out of the jungle into the empty sea. These roof ridges of deserted houses
Oh, yeah.
dismally above the long grass.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
The
I'll do it right
gigantic
now.
and funereal blackboard sign of the Tropical Belt Coal Company still emerging from a wild growth of bushes, like an inscription stuck above a grave figured by the tall heap of unsold coal at the shore end of the wharf, added to the general desolation. Thus, the sensitive Davidson.
Hopefully the mic's still connected after that little jog. I think so. Where's the dock? It's supposed to be live. Trying to watch a TikTok my brother linked me. It's impossible. It's authenticated, can't go to the URLs. Oh, that disconnected there. Oh, that disconnected there. Gotchas with this setup. Yeah. Oh, that disconnected there. Gotchas with this setup. Doc today. Must be Indy 8 out of his mind. Austin, Texas has become hell.
This is my hometown. I live in Austin, Texas. Apparently it's not doing so hot.
Hey, what's up guys? John here. These signs are peppered all throughout the outskirts of Austin.
Ooh.
Sold, sold, sold.
Yeah.
Lennar, D.R. Horton, all these big home builders, and I'm gonna walk and talk and show you exactly what's going on. It is shocking. It looks like there are maybe 2-3 million housing
everyone's
units.
moving there. Just got Joe Rogan telling everybody.
To me, it looks like we're walking into one of the biggest bubbles in history inside of Austin. The reason for it is Austin was predominantly built based on the 2020 situation.
Well,
you know, people were leaving LA, they were leaving San Francisco, they were leaving New York City.
Austin, new construction everywhere.
It's
a national
nuts, bro.
survey.
Like, you cannot go anywhere here without some crazy shit going on.
Showing it's the most popular place for Americans to move during the...
And they were looking for a place in which they could reduce their tax base, have a little bit more...
That's another big reason why people want to move to Texas is because it doesn't have income tax. He did pandemic because it would filter his video. That's the reason why he did it.
Stability, and looking for a place in which they could kind of live a normal life.
It's a YouTube
and so
thing.
everybody went to Austin.
Yeah.
And now, you know, it's
what's crazy with this is that like a lot of my friends have actually gotten priced out of like the neighborhood that we grew up in. Most of my friends cannot afford to live in that neighborhood now. It's like, that's actually sad, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Change, because the home builders essentially took over that opportunity. And now what's happening is these home builders, Lennar and others, are looking at this saying, you know what? How can we compete against these other communities everyday property owners here?
They're all down a little bit.
We could reduce interest rates, we could reduce our prices, and we could offer incentives. Incentives that homeowners can't really offer. I mean, look at this. Sold. Next one, sold. Next one, sold.
I've been to a neighborhood like, I got a couple of friends that live in a neighborhood like this right outside of Austin. And, you know, I'm not going to get into specifics, obviously, but
this morning,
like, I went to one of these neighborhoods and, like, bro, it's straight out of, like 1950s, like, you know, like the first opening shots of, like, Edward Scissorhands or something like that, you know? Like, it's all these brand new houses, perfectly manicured, you know, everything like that. Truman Show, yeah.
Sold.
It's nuts.
It's fascinating because, and look at the size of these homes, by the way.
Yeah, they're big.
Like, this used to be an American two-car garage. Now this is a new home, right? And these homes are...
Is that small? I don't know. I think it's
They
big.
start in the mid-3s, which is pretty affordable, but they go all the way up to $1 million.
Yeah. I remember they looked like, so a couple of my friends came over to my house, and they saw, like, a house on my block was being sold. And they just go and they look it up. They say, how the fuck much is this house? And they say the house, and this house is shithole. Like, I remember whenever we were growing up, like, the people that lived in the house, bro, like, I didn't even think they had a job. Like, I remember the woman that lived there, she couldn't even afford a fucking car. Like, she had to walk to and from the bus stop. And she didn't look like she was liking it, right? It's not like she did this for health benefits. Like, she had to work. And so, yeah, they probably started, yeah. And so now, like, that house is like $450,000. Is a one-story house.
It's nothing in California.
So inside of Austin, like proper downtown, inside of the city of Austin, they have 120,000 apartments under construction.
They're stacking people up like sardines, man. It's crazy how many apartment buildings they're making. Like, I was thinking of this shit for myself, and I'm thinking, like, bro, like, I should try to invest in an apartment building. Like, this is a good idea.
In context, there's only 245,000 renters.
Yeah.
So they're bringing forward 50%
when there's still air left in.
In other words, sold. Inside the next 24 months, a 50% increase in supply.
Fuck me.
There we go.
Hire
What is that?
do.
Well, think about it. If people are going to look at, you know, the cost of rent versus the cost of housing, and they're going to see increased, another one, sold, they're going to see increased insurance, increased interest rates to borrow money, and then they're going to look at falling rents. Who are they going to want to do business with? Probably the landlord is going to be able to rent the cheapest.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Meaning that a lot of this equity that these property owners thought that they had is going to start to get absorbed. It's going to slowly start to contract. And as this equity continues to contract and taxes and insurance go up, a lot of the job opportunities that people thought were going to be permanent in Austin start to kind of fade away.
More tech companies move out of their offices in the Austin area. Oracle is considering relocating its headquarters from Austin to Nashville, Tennessee.
I think what you can see here.
I do feel like a lot of people are staying in Austin, but there are people that are relocating outside into the Austin area. Right? So, like, they're not inside of the city limits, but they're right outside of the city limits. Arizona, Texas Instruments, solid? Yeah.
Is a major change. And in this video, I'm going to give you a tour of exactly what's going on.
The orange one,
so you can form your own opinion.
Yeah.
And you'll see very
the orange
clearly
line is on
what
the
Austin, Texas is going to look like in
brake
2024,
disc side.
2025, and 2026. Please hit the like
The yellow line is on
share
the
content, educate more people about what's really going on in the U.S. economy.
Austin
If
City
you'd like
Limits
to fix
on
your credit,
TV?
we'd love to help you at my company.
The brake disc is above the orange line.
GreatCreditFast.com. You have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures,
If you got any of these, you just gotta. I'll tell you what you really need to do. If they call you, you pick up the phone, and if they say, "Is this you?" you be like, "Nope," and then you hang up the phone. Done.
Is this you? Nope.
Any negative items, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free call.
ABC,
for tomorrow.
always be
Take a
cheap.
look at this.
That's right.
So inside of this community,
So
about
I've probably been to this neighborhood.
we're gonna use a different tube.
Residential blocks away. It's not big city blocks, a residential block.
It's like one of the
See
few
another community.
recommendations I actually follow.
In this community, it looks like it's
Swapping the tube when you swap the tire,
and it looks like it's probably
even if the
somewhere
tube's still
around
good.
150, maybe 200
Because I hate getting flats.
That's a lot of people.
And they are
Oh man, don't rain on me.
They're almost done. They're basically completed the framing of this right here.
Look at that.
And this property is likely going to be either condos or rent. There's 3 floors.
Yep.
And this is just one community that's inside of this neighborhood. When you cross the road, which I'm going to do for you and show you, you will see there's another, I would call it 1,000 houses, maybe 800 houses that are being built right now. So inside of this one community, you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of homes. An affordability crisis, people that want to live in Austin, what are they going to do? Well, they're going to live outside of Austin.
Yeah, people have to live outside of Austin and then drive into Austin because they can't afford to live inside of the city limits. Like where I used to live, like I used to have like a woods that we would play in as kids, and now those are houses. And I fucking can't believe this. I remember there was so much more. Like we were on the outskirts of town, really, and like now like, we're in the fucking town. Like it's weird. It's weird how much shit has changed. Like, cause like I go back, I look at some videos and shit from back whenever we were like 12 and you know like 9 and shit, and like it was a totally different place. It was.
One beat at a time.
Downtown, yeah, downtown's different too.
And they're going to make
Didn't homeless
this
live? Yeah,
and
of
so
course.
the people that are living outside of Austin that are going to make this commute are going to look to save money.
Yeah.
And so what are popular inside of the city of Austin going to do? Well, they are going to try to thin that gap to make it more attractive for them to stay inside of Austin. Just a little bit more expensive to stay in Austin than it would be outside of Austin. But they're going to continue to narrow this gap to try to keep people inside of that city. When you look
What's
at
these big companies too that are buying up all these houses and shit too? Like, and you look at like why the housing prices are so high, and like you look at how many Airbnbs are in some areas. It's like people buy out houses basically to turn them into like a miniature hotel, right? It's like this is basically a, this is like a cookie factory that makes cookies. You either get fucked. Yeah, exactly. Airbnb costs more than hotels. Yeah, but they still got people renting them out. That shit should be illegal. I know that they're trying to like, it's definitely an export, but they haven't patched it out yet. And you want to know why they haven't patched it out? It's because the people that are exploiting are paying the people, or probably are the people that are writing the rules.
Okay.
So it's like, obviously they're not going to patch that shit out. That's what they're doing it.
No.
how
Yeah, they're
fast
paying the devs.
this is all changing. I mean, we hear about real estate bubbles, you'll hear about headlines and things like that.
The
about
lower class will revolt. If the lower class revolts,
So-
all the rich
This-
people need to do is pay half of the lower class to kill the other half. And then the problem will work itself out. Like, it's not going to be a big deal. It'd be fine.
a big housing crash.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
I'm not saying that we're going to see a massive housing crash all throughout, America, but I am saying that we're going to start to see some
It's interesting to see
cities
how
that
the
were
internet
extremely
affects
overbuilt
streamers.
suffer
Effect.
massive corrections. And I think Austin, Texas is probably going to be one of these
Geopolitics.
cities. So all we do here,
Because all you need is one
cross
streamer
this
with
bridge right
hundreds
here,
of thousands of people watching
cross
them
the
to
freeway,
say,
go
hey,
right underneath, and then
let's
you will
all
see another
stop paying
massive,
taxes, or let's
massive
all
development of,
fucking
of the same,
This is going
from the
crazy.
same
burn down
from
the,
Lennar. And they have
Yep.
billboards all throughout the
you know,
city.
whatever.
Bro, I need to invest in Lennar.
Talking about
Yeah, I got to talk to them.
extremely attractive financing, 3.5%,
We gotta figure this
4%
out.
down, 5% down. How does a homeowner compete with this? When you have large home builders, Lennar is one of the largest in America, offering these great financing packages,
Yeah.
discounted insurance rates, because it's cheaper to insure a property that is new construction.
You can tell this is a new bridge because there's no people living under it.
Someday there's going to be a worldwide
So what's going to happen?
streamer
It's going to cost more to buy an older
talks to
house. That's
millions,
what's going to happen.
billions
And so
maybe
I believe the built
people
to rent space is going to continue to
all
grow.
at the same time.
And we're just going to see more and more and more change
Oh, I fucked up.
inside of certain cities and certain
I fucked up.
pockets. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at how big this project is.
Yeah.
I feel a raindrop. Okay, so if it starts raining, I just gotta grab my streaming gear, my phone.
I was there. I've actually
It's
been there
raining.
before.
Just light rain,
That's
but
crazy.
might pick up.
Yeah, what the fuck? I had to pick up all my ex-girlfriend's shit because she had a storage unit in there.
It might get much worse than this, though.
You can see that out in the distance.
Same as off 35. Yeah, it's like way
All
up.
these homes, thousands of homes.
Just in case, though.
And roughly
Well,
1 mile later,
here
here
comes.
is another project,
Yep.
another brand new construction project, massive project, and another community directly across the street.
Oh, it's a lot.
Looks like several hundred more units. Possibly.
They're building up my area is going
Inside
crazy.
For a bit.
It's nuts. My down payment is 20% of the spot. ATX is looking to be just north of 10, 9.5. It's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. Why is he complaining about more homes? This is how you get homes to be more affordable. The problem is like a lot of the people that buy up all the houses, they price fix it.
Damn rain.
So like they basically would rather not have anybody in the house than have people in the house at like a low amount. Isn't that illegal? No, it's not, because they're doing it through an algorithm. And the algorithm facilitates it without direct communication. And it's like it's like an exploit, right? ABC always be cheap,
dude.
right? Always be cheap. Yeah.
It's not just one row of properties. It's endless properties. So there's all these communities that are tucked in the back
Jesus
behind
Christ.
all of these different buildings. And they're offering some of these homes from 300
Could have been worse.
to
It landed on my
$1
foot.
million.
I've always wanted to make a game that takes a lot of the rules of real life and it turns it into a game, but there's no actual like restrictions or regulations. And it's just a huge like social experiment to see what would happen.
So, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So when you
Imagine
put
the
this
DJ
in,
and shit. Yeah, exactly.
with this massive influx of 120,000 apartments being built for rent right now inside of
I
Austin,
just have
what you're
AI
gonna
do it in
see
15 minutes in like 5
is
years.
a major shift
Yeah.
in values. Like, there's just no way that's not
This
going
is
to happen.
nuts.
A major shift in values. And this is just one.
It's a bummer, man.
Man, he's doing work. Yeah.
These properties, I mean, they're
Everything
traditional
keep being
just
thwarted.
just from different
Holy
builders
shit.
about
Might be stupid to
Bro,
put the
look
cover
at
on
what's going on. Dude, imagine the guy that owns
with high
that
winds and it being held up by a
company.
hatchet.
Man, he's doing work.
Yeah, just kind of.
I mean, there's
Wind's not actually not too bad.
John Lenore.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I just kind of try to slide this, like,
normal apartments, normal little houses.
yeah, slide that right there just in case.
Highlight that. And you can see for yourself
There we go.
how
Yeah.
much inventory is
Thanks,
coming,
Shelter.
what this is going to mean for houses. On the way to Austin, I drove less than 3 miles. And there's another community that how much inventory is coming and what is this going to mean.
Here it comes.
On the way to Austin, I drove less than 3 miles. And that is now being built.
Yeah.
It's called the Colony.
Fine, I was gonna take a shower anyway.
Lenore and these big home builders went out and acquired.
Because they sell these big houses, right? Like all these houses,
Yeah.
they're selling them for like, because like I was going to buy a house with that same Izzy, right? With King Sparkle, we were going to buy a house together before we broke up for like the 780th time. And so I was looking at the prices of houses. That shit was crazy. It was nuts. Like this shit would be like $2 million.
Thousands of acres all throughout the city.
And it's in the middle of fucking
Houston
nowhere
and
too.
Dallas.
By the way, like it's not like it downtown. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Austin to build all different types of homes.
Like, cause I went, I said, like, listen, I'm not gonna fucking buy a fucking house if I can't walk to the gas station. Like, what if I want to get a drink? But the nearest.
Hi, I'm Ross Coulter. Welcome to Reality Check. Here.
Yep, getting sprayed. Going inside, I guess. All this off. Gotta love Florida.
Right?
Gotta love Florida.
I know. It'll be done in like 2 minutes too.
Yeah. Alright. Figures. Just a little waterproof check on my phone and my GoPro. New screen protector on my phone. I was a little worried that it would get water in it and basically stop working. That was fun. Of course. Oh, no way. Shane said he just hit an 8K jackpot playing poker.
Oh, nice.
Bad beat jackpot. Kings versus ace king. And then 3 aces come. So aces full of kings beat by quad aces. It's like one of the worst bad beats you could get. That's insane. That's so lucky. There's the mind blown emoji. Screen. That's nuts.
It's not safe, they're telling me. It's not safe. They said it was an emergency show still. I'm not gonna lie, you look beautiful, but guys, you gotta get down or we can't play a song. Be nice. LA, make some noise for yourselves, please! Here we go. Okay, hold on. Guys, I couldn't say...
Connected.
Two-time not streaming today? No stream today. I hope you understand. ... And you will. Doc's playing golf. Okay.
this is pretty much most people's worst fear.
Oh my god, that dirt is terrifying.
Brace yourself!
Drop the payload! Oh gosh, I feel like I need to hold the roof. Oh, my roof is shaking. I'm entrusting my life to this coffin for the next 7 days. Let's pray it doesn't just randomly decide to break.
And obviously, this goes without saying, but yes, this is 100% real. And I'll be honest, I severely underestimated how hard this was gonna be.
And with that, the challenge has officially started. I am now trapped in here for the next 7 days. It took the boys so
my kid.
That guy fixed the little thing in our parking spot apparently. Already had to move your car. Moved it to Barb's spot. No, he just asked. He's like, "Hey, you know who the red Mustang that is?" I was out there changing my tire, so I just moved it for him.
Did you put the pool back in?
Yeah. Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, Shane just hit an 8K jackpot. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It's funny, they pay it out to the guy who got beat in the hand typically. He gets the biggest payout, and everybody else at the table, and the guy that beat him in the hand gets like a smaller payout, and everybody at the table gets like some of the action as well.
Long to bury me
So
alive that I already have to pee in the challenge just
get paid for being unlucky for once.
How I use the bathroom down here. Well, yeah. This is so uncomfortable. All I have to survive the next 7 days, my foot, is the food in this briefcase, which is basically just some MREs and snacks. My foot went numb. A 5-gallon drum of water over there, and whatever essentials the boys put in this briefcase. Which probably means I'm gonna run out of food way before the 7-day mark.
In all seriousness, this is extremely dangerous. And so I don't suffocate, I need to make sure people are watching me at all times.
Jimmy, can you hear this?
Yeah, it sounds like Nolan's mom is jumping on the surface.
If we had 12 people, maybe it would be that.
It's almost 1 a.m. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to start going to bed. I need someone to be near a walkie at all times. If I need something, I actually need one of you to answer, okay?
And now that I have nothing better to do,
I'm going to head to bed. And I'm either going to wake up well-rested or crushed by 20,000 pounds of dirt. Hopefully I wake up well-rested.
sleep is going to be key to finishing this challenge. Because when I'm asleep, I'm not thinking about the fact that I'm trapped in this box. But that only works most of the time.
Is there a fly in here?
The goal is to sleep as much through this challenge as possible for my own sanity.
Oh, look at him. He looks so cozy.
Jimmy Jam! No.
Nolan drew all over your face.
Hey, Nolan, how many hours till your mom comes to set?
Oh, no, I know you're going to say.
Hopefully she doesn't accidentally crush the coffin.
I filmed him.
My strategy during this video was to sleep the entire time.
I completely forgot, though. My friends are going to annoy me and not let me sleep.
you.
This is gonna be miserable. I want to start today off by turning these long pants into shorts. Ow. Ow. I just punched that box. Mission 1 complete. Your boy has shorts. This is our food briefcase. Let's give this MRE a try.
MRE stands for meal ready to eat. All you have to do is add hot water and it chemically cooks the food. The boys, on the other hand, were grilling up steaks and literally feasting on top of my grave.
You know, Jimmy, just for you, we're gonna eat MREs for the rest of the time we're out here.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I literally heard Tariq in the background say no.
Enjoy your hot water pasta in a bag.
Meanwhile, this is my reality.
Oh, it's crunchy. Why is pasta crunchy? This is great.
I was so bored, I actually... This is my reality.
Oh, it's crunchy. Why is pasta crunchy? This is great.
I was so bored, I actually...
So the rain is here. Oh, it's done raining. I was kind of hoping I could wrap this up by, I don't know, 2:30. It's 1:43. Might still be able to do that. Yeah, let's try it. I'll take a shower. maybe we can get to the coffee shop by 4. That would be good.
Exactly. It's not about the tap. Look how he was moving before the tap. Exactly. It's not that easy. In some culture, most people are naturally touchy. It's not a reason to punch him. Bro, he tapped him in the head with a stick. Like, he grabbed the phone out of his hand. I'm not talking about somebody who goes and puts their hand on your shoulder. Nobody's talking about that. We're talking about an obvious situation with an aggressive person who's trying to agitate another person. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're thinking about. Chat, and chat's always, people are always trying to figure out, like, bro, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you gonna try to defend a rat? Man, what a little bitch. Thank God this guy got his ass beat. Thank God. States where Pornhub will be blocked as of July 1st. What's this here? Some in chat always a smartass because they're actually a dumbass. That's why. Where Pornhub will be blocked. Damn, that's crazy. So if you live, NordVPN, I need to start investing in NordVPN. Like, yeah, we gotta start investing in this shit, bro. Like, yeah, like I want to. You know what? Can we see where the stock options of the senators that are trying to push this no porn shit? I want to know what stock they have because I've got a bit of a hypothesis here, and I don't know if it's real or not. Because it's bad. It's an unusual situation, right? And so, yeah, websites exist. So, yeah, what about all the similar sites? You're never going to, like, blocking Pornhub. See, you have to understand that
Congress are always just trying
this
to
is
make a
why
quick buck.
Pornhub is getting blocked, right? Is that the average person who's voting for the people that are making these decisions is 68 years old. And at 68 years old, you probably don't understand really what the internet is. A lot of people that are older have no fucking idea about technology. They don't. That's the truth. Especially the people voting for this shit. Because, exactly, there's another website. You just go to the other website. So the only people that are voting for this have, like, room temperature IQs, and they're really old and stupid. That's who's voting for it. And so, for them, you got to think about it from their perspective. Well, that's the hub where all the porn is at. So you got to cut the head off of the snake. And then there won't be any more porn. And if you think about it, you see, this is the thing. In order to understand why a stupid person does something, hit your head against the wall 8 times, spin around 5 more times, and then think of the dumbest thing that you can possibly imagine, and that's probably what they're thinking all the time. So, yeah, it's the biggest porn site. Why are they banning it, though? I don't know. I don't know why they're banning it.
Like outside.
I have no idea. Like, in my opinion, this is what I find to be stupid. Here's a real simple question. Who gets groomed on which website more? Kids. Which website grooms 15-year-old girls at a higher ratio? Pornhub or TikTok? We all know the answer to that. Instagram or Pornhub? Every single one is going to be the social media platform. Every single one. So how is it that you're banning these porn sites when the actual girls are getting actually taken advantage of? Like, look at, was it Vitality? The guy that's, like, trying to catch, like, these, like, weirdos trying to meet up with these young girls. Like, I'm not exactly sure, like, who it is. There's a few dudes that do this. And by the way, I wish that they wouldn't do that because it muddies the waters and it makes it harder for, like, law enforcement to arrest them. But, you know, I know that they think that they're doing it right. It's complicated, right? But my point is that these guys, they do this. They're going on social media websites. They're not going on Pornhub to find these girls or to find these creeps, these guys. It's low-hanging fruit. It is. And so, his are staged. Maybe they are. But my point is that whenever I see a situation like this happen, I think that this is a senator or a person that works for the government trying to justify desperately the fact that, taxes are going up, property taxes are going up, insurance rates are going up, inflation
Mike's
is
still
going
standing.
up.
That's
But
good.
thank God I can ban 3 porn sites and protect the imaginary children. That's basically it. These people are desperately looking for an excuse.
Is all what? Sucks.
Yeah, something to hide? No, I don't think that it's the something to hide, like, oh,
right,
every
next
person
step.
trying to ban this is actually addicted to porn or, like, some, like, weird thing like that. That's, like, a projection argument. Like, maybe with some of them, sure, but, like, I don't think that you can make that as, like, a widespread argument. But what I think you can say is you have to stick to Twitter and Reddit for porn in Texas. Exactly, yeah. And so, this is just, it's just silly. I live in North Carolina, and not saying I need people to know is my identity and that I like watching girls piss. Yeah, there you go, landed free. Indicate pinup sexual frustration leads to various outputs, one including aggressiveness. So to summarize this, Texas is either about to have 500% more school shootings, or they're going to have to carry a crazy rebirth of Catholic Christian movements. No, that's not true. Like, you just think about, but why don't we just start, like, you think about it for like 3 seconds, right? So when does school shootings start, like, coming up? Like, it's like Columbine, right? Columbine, what was that, 2003, 2002, 2004, something like that, right? And so whenever this happened, everybody had the internet. So, like, why were there no school? Was it 1999? Yeah. I guess only a few people had the internet then. Like, in 1989, school shootings were not popular, right? They didn't happen all the time. So how is it that it's like, this is pent-up frustration, this is going to cause more school shootings? This is dumb as fuck. Like, back whenever there weren't any school shootings, there wasn't any internet porn either. Like, you just think about, use your fucking head. So, yeah, that's the dumbest comment I read. But, there it is. The internet was very prevalent back then. In 1999? No, it wasn't. Like, fuck up. Like, no, it was not. Out of curiosity, may I ask why, since I don't know American? Yeah, I wonder.
Flying all over the place.
And when internet porn become more relevant to media, though, porn is evil and a detriment to society. Porn is bad. I think that porn is bad, and that's fine. But people still have the right to do it. Like that. Like, there's a lot of things that are bad, right? Like, I think that using the same line of argumentation that porn is bad, I think you can also follow that argumentation to the conclusion that video games are bad and should also be banned. And, like, after understanding and listening to the argumentation that people give for why porn is bad, I think that you can almost one-for-one it to video games. It's way different. Yeah, but, like, see, this is the problem.
It's funny, the idea of
you're thinking
rights
about it from your frame of reference.
really just boils down to what we
That it's different.
decide
Take yourself
to allow and not allow other people to do.
You got to think about it objectively. Think about it from the perspective of
Which kind
another
of
person.
infers that
And
we have a
whenever you do
right
that,
to
you're going to see a whole different situation. And that's what I'm trying to get at. So, yeah.
control each other in the first
Everything's
place.
bad when you do it wrong. It sure is.
Maybe that's not really what rights mean.
Explain why you think porn is bad. I think that a lot of porn is exploited.
Does rights just mean?
A lot of amateur porn is revenge porn, and I would say
What
those are
God,
probably
if
some of the
he
main
exists,
reasons.
does want everybody to be able to do.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's not that. That's the, yeah. I mean, I'd say that. Like, maybe
No,
there's
so I guess
thing,
it's mostly
right?
a way
It's
is
kind of
to
like secondary
justify.
things. Like, you can make like a moral argument, like, porn makes people, have
Fighting
like weirder
each other.
feelings, and it makes people more perverse and
Or
perverted. I think that's
people
true.
punishing each other.
Like, basically, it allows people to carry out like weird fetishes that alienate them from society. Like, you could dial it up a lot. Now, these aren't arguments I really want to make, but I do think that, like, overall, I don't think it's bannable, but I think you can make an argument that it's bad. But at the same time, like, I think that, again, people have the right to do things that are bad. Like, that's what America's all about. America is about eating a lot of food, being 600 pounds, and dying at 35. That is America. That's what the founding fathers wanted. That's what we need to have. So I don't see the problem here. Right? Yeah, freedom, hell yeah, brother. That's the way it is. Just like God intended. I wonder if they ban Twitter and Facebook too because it has porn.
Okay.
No, because these people they're not.
I don't really like working here.
Moral value
Getting
with this. They're just making
watched by everyone that drives by.
It's hard to be European.
Feels weird. Slow. Slow.
I wake up at 8 a.m. Yeah, that's actually pretty much about it.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh shit. Bro, he didn't sleep with his bulletproof vest on? Oh, big mistake.
He's tilted way too far this way. So,
you know what the funny thing is? I remember one time my mom, it's gonna sound really bad, but like she finally got cleared to leave the hospital. And they told her that you can't be doing this, you can't be smoking cigarettes. She immediately starts smoking cigarettes. We immediately go to KFC. So by the way, now here's how you really know how this dude is some like fucking pretentious European.
This is the best I got.
Is that this fucking idiot doesn't know that Coca-Cola products aren't sold at KFC. They have Pepsi at KFC, not Coca-Cola. Everybody should know that.
Alright, what was I doing?
9 a.m. I start my daily commute from Los Angeles.
This is cultural appropriation.
California to New York City.
Yeah.
Along the way, I drive through intense poverty and homelessness. I will do nothing about it. At 10 a.m., I arrive.
Sometimes you can run them over.
How great America is.
True.
At 11 o'clock, I decide to head down to Miami.
Ooh.
At 11:45, I arrive in
Do
Miami.
drugs.
This is where I get my tan. After that, I head back to Los Angeles. It's awesome that I'm able to visit all 3 American cities in one day.
True.
Around 1 p.m., I go out to eat for lunch. I leave the waiter a large cash tip of $100.
Wow.
At 2:30 p.m., I publicly lean against the wall to rest.
Yeah.
At 2 p.m., I get my paycheck from my 9-to-5 job. I spend
$16.
I value money and status the most of anything in my life. Around 3:30 p.m., there's another shooting. Around 4, I
need to be below.
discover that there's a war going on in another country.
Yeah, you don't. But you don't even know what the country is. And shit, where is that? Is that Canada? No. Oh fuck. Oh jeez. Israel. Oh god. Wait, no. That's Idaho. Oh, it's over there? Oh.
P.m. I have dinner. Apple pie that I wash down with a 2-liter of Coca-Cola. Then at 9 p.m. there's an alien invasion. This seems to only happen to the important countries.
Yeah.
And that's my day.
Yeah, we said the Pledge of Allegiance every day in school. We did. He's forgot getting, yeah, bro, like he gets a headache and then he has to go to the, he goes to the doctor and he gets a bill for $20,000. What the fuck? He summarized my day. I mean, this is just about right, you know? 18-piece chicken bucket, which by the way, like, you want to know how much an 18-piece chicken bucket is? It's like $50 now. I swear to God, real shit, it's like $50. What? Nah, bro. I pulled this shit up on my... Nah, not lying.
Turning off.
Y'all not gonna like this. Like, this is... That's a 46. Yeah.
This actually needs to be...
That's delivery? Nah, bro. That's
outside.
what you said. You're coping. Somebody went to a KFC. They took a picture of the fucking menu. It's the same thing. They said it's the same damn thing. Yeah, bro. We're gonna start this. We're gonna have to start stealing. Well, that's the reason why KFC has bulletproof windows, man. That's the reason. Why do you think they had that? For the style? Yeah, they got some, like, Joe, bro.
I think maybe I only need one side up here.
I'm gonna be real. They probably got chicken in there. If
And I can fit the tube in.
If somebody broke into KFC and they stole everything,
I just need one side up on the...
write that shit off more than if somebody broke into like a Best Buy. Like, you could steal half the shit out of a Best Buy, and I still think that KFC might come out ahead because of how expensive the fucking chicken is. It's nuts. 60 pieces, $31. Is it really? All right, that's good. $31 for a 16 piece. Like, let me think. 30. That's pretty. I think that's not. Like, it's not good, right? Because like we used to, my mom and I, like we would get. How much was it? Was it like 20 piece? I think we get it for like $20, right? But like this is like 10 years ago. Let's see this. Natural and Not Love Island edition. Oh God. Oh my God.
That's so weird.
Guess their age. Okay. Oh my God.
Do I need to do both sides? I think I might. Fuck. Maybe not. Maybe it's
I really
better not to. I forget. The official strategy is.
Jesus.
Cheeks, lips, nose.
God damn, that's like the whole thing is fake. He doesn't even, oh my God. Is that the same person? Jesus.
Another one here.
In real life.
Alright, so I'm gonna look at a real photo. Okay. She's 35. Lips.
I'm gonna laugh if they're all the same age and they're all like 26. She looks kind of hot in that picture. Okay, here we go.
Better than last night?
Yeah, I was able to hammer the caliper off.
Hey.
Look.
Thank you.
20 years spent on the internet looking at chicks. I got a lot of experience. Bro, how? I'm a professional.
Oh my God.
What's he talking about? Guessing the age.
Oh. You know who she reminds me of? The girl from Arrested Development.
There's this big fat lady.
No way, that's true. Like, you all see what I'm saying, right? Oh my God. Zoomers are speedrunning aging? This is bad, bro.
Speedrunning age.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I'm missing. Did we use the same rusted ass?
For 1999. This is. That's nuts, bro. What the fuck? This is my age group. I would have never realized.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I don't watch this show. Maybe I should, but this
No.
is crazy.
I had to
yeah,
watch
I mean,
it.
I think that, you know, plastic.
I had to watch like half of one season of this. Yeah. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it sure can, bro. Like, yeah. Why do that to yourself? Somebody else did it to me. So Caucasians do age faster in general. Nah, look at somebody like Paul Rudd or Rob Lowe. No, there's plenty of guys that Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, people are aging like that is because they get in plastic surgery and they end up looking like a lizard. That's what it is. They look like a fucking lizard, man. That's the way I see it. We're all talking about celebrities. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Keanu Reeves, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, exactly. Because those are people that take care of themselves.
What?
Yeah, they smoke, drink, and they eat Taco Bell. Exactly. Yeah, it must be a good surgeon. I mean, bro, like, this shit was nuts. 24? 20 fucking 4. Was she even alive during September? Like, I feel like she... Jesus Christ. Like, 20 fucking 4. Unreal beauty standards. Barely? Yeah. Born the year 2000. Oh my God. She barely, like, whenever you have to choose your birthday, she don't even have to scroll down. She don't even, holy fuck, bro. Can you believe that? That is something special. Holy shit, man. Rather look an old human than a middle-aged lizard? Yeah, Bill Burr. The GOAT, man. Absolutely. God damn, they actually did it? 15%. Wow. So it's worse than the Star Wars Holiday Special? You crazy son of a bitch, you did it. Yeah, well, people just get tired of this shit, man. Only surgery because of a skin cancer thing a few years ago. It's impressive. Yeah. Some people get, like, there are, so, like, for example, there are cosmetic surgeries that some people get that actually have intrinsic benefits, right? Like some Botox injections, for example, can have intrinsic health benefits. But, like, we're not really talking about that. Like, we're not thinking about that, right? Burn victims, well, there's all kinds of, like, deviated septum, yeah, stuff like that. Rhinoplasty in most cases is because girls think that their nose is too big. Like, that's the reason why, is they think their nose is too big. They're like, well, I don't have a nose like an anime character. It's like, because you're not a cartoon. What do you mean? But yeah, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with big noses? The reason why girls don't like having big noses now is because, this is like a meta level thing. I think this is true. Tell me if it's is that most cameras, like the lens and the aspect ratio of the camera will emphasize your nose more than your nose actually is. So, like, these girls are taking pictures and they're thinking, oh my God, I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. My nose is the size of a dude's dick. I've got to swap this out. I got to go I got to go to fucking, Beverly Hills, go to South Korea to get this shit fixed. But no, it's just your fucking camera phone because you don't understand the way cameras work. That's the real fucking reason. That's what I think it is. What do y'all think? Y'all agree with that or not? For XQC, I remember one time I saw Ice decided, I think he's still here in Austin, and this is during COVID, and I could hear his nose, and I was at Torches, and he's got a mask on, right, because it's COVID. He goes like this, and I saw his nose, and I was like, oh yeah, that is him. Yo, hey! So fucking funny. This is like 2020, something like that, somewhere around there. Yeah, with the arm thing on. Yeah, I talked to him for a bit, man. That's the last time I talked to him, actually. It was maybe a few years ago. But yeah, Torches Tacos goated. It's really good, man. It's good, awesome.
Yes, maybe I need to lift this up.
18, I went into the United States Navy. I spent 1 year being trained and became a Navy SEAL. I then deployed to Southeast Asia and Vietnam for a 9-month deployment. While I was in months training under demolition SEAL training, I turned 19. While I was deployed on my first deployment to Vietnam, I turned 20. I returned home. Within 1 week, I went into my executive officer and I demanded to go back to Vietnam. He looked at me and said, but you just got home, you can't do that. He said, Navy requirements, you got to be 6 months out of the combat zone before you can go back in. I said, here's the problem, sir. I said, over there, I'm a man. Here, I'm a child. have done all of that 9.
Bro, like, yeah.
No problem,
like,
sir.
You know, obviously, this is why I thought like First Blood was such a great movie, because like obviously that was the you know, the genesis of that, and or like that was like the best representation of it in like you know, popular media. But I've had the same shit happen with like friends of mine that were in the same situation. Exactly.
Months came back and I could not drink a beer on Orange Avenue because I was under 21. I couldn't even vote for who sent me to Vietnam because voting was 21 then. I wasn't old enough. What did I learn from that? Gee, I guess we send children to war, don't we? 18, I went into the United States Navy.
Hello? Got you on speaker. Which one? The one I, like where I'm live right now, you mean? Yeah.
Asmongold's dad.
He was the governor for a while.
Probably.
He was a wrestler. Yeah.
Just Ventura.
Well, then didn't you try to after they made, because you said you burned up your orders for you to leave? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you set them on fire? Yeah.
And I just popped tire back onto the rim.
Right, yeah.
Right now the rim is inside the tire. And both sides of the tire are on top of the rim. Now I need to lift each side of the tire onto the rim, which is a little bit of a process because essentially you have a metal wire inside the tire that is a smaller diameter than the diameter of the rim. So you have to get the metal wire to go inside one side of the rim and drop down into the, what they call the, I don't know what they call it, I forget. And then you can put the other side on. Rubber tires. Like a little valley, essentially. It's funny when Asmongold's dad makes an appearance on the street.
Well, so you said even when you're trying to join like Blackwater and like those mercenary groups to go back. Yeah. Yeah, there's no more wars.
So hard on my body trying to do this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
So that wasn't too hard on the stem there. Okay. Nice side.
Yeah, like the loud noises and like that, like cars that have like that, like the bass.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, look, I gotta get back to it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. That you didn't try and jump off? Yeah. InfoWars.
Talking about InfoWars on Twitch.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Like they know all about that. Like this is common internet knowledge. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. All right. Yo, bye. I get
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. All right, yo, bye. Yeah, my dad tried to. He tried to go back to Vietnam. There's a mercenary group, shit like that.
I have a,
all of that, and he even
I have
tried
a water bottle
to
left.
join for Desert Storm too, like way later on, but he like missed it by like a year or something like that. He wasn't able to.
All right, see if this inflates.
And did you not slept? You up early? Oh, I've been up. I've been up for maybe like 2-3 hours now. Like as I said, I've been trying to get like my schedule
I'm gonna
right.
spray some of this on here.
Because it's been fucked for a bit, right? And so I'm trying to get it back to where it
Maybe
needs
help
to
the
be.
bead pop up onto the rim as it inflates.
Shit sitting different back then? Yeah, exactly. And as my dad, a Warrior main. Really funny thing about that. So. Okay. So this was right whenever Cody was getting ready to go into the he was getting ready to go into the Navy, right? He was getting ready to go into the military. And my dad was like giving him the talk of like what it's like. And he was saying, he's like, you don't understand. You don't need to be a warrior, you need to be a killer. Warriors go out and get killed. Killers go out and win wars. Cody was sitting there on the sofa, just like, yep. And I know my mom was just sitting there like watching TV or something like that. It's very true, yeah. And holy fucking thing, right? Yeah, I guess I remember that very well. And let's see here. I will go the rest of it here. You Andy Thorne about the Ocean Bay King. Yeah, I mean, I think that I think it's weird, obviously, that like kids go to war and they can't buy beer. It's kind of a weird decision, right? But yeah, he went Navy. Yeah, he did. You talking about Jack White? No, I haven't seen anything about that. IGN put out a statement about what the fuck is this? You know the worst thing about this? Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Is that I think there's one of these, right? It's like almost a one-to-one for this. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. Because like this is part of Nurgle's army in Warhammer 40k, and I was just trying to figure out which one it was. Something like that.
It's like it's holding air. That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like I would fit in. I'm gonna be real, like this is like you could bring me, like this is basically the same thing, plague bearers? Yeah, something like that. I just don't remember the name, right? I'm not familiar with like never played that army, I don't know anything really about them. But holy fuck, bro, like look at this. This is incredible. By the way, this is so fucking insane. Like I'm flattered. I feel like it's so perfect. Minus the midriff, like I'm not doing this shit, bro. Like this is some shit that girls do. But otherwise, everything else is accurate. I would say so. So yeah, you look like you drop common loot. Yeah, I do. Well, I look like I'm like a vendor that has like a very obnoxious like demeanor towards the main player character. And if you kill this vendor, which is like kind of the game's kind of planning for you to do that. So, yeah, it only sells bugs. He like drops a key for like a door that you need to open, right? Or something like that. Yeah, the Blighttown vendor, exactly. Or like the one that's like, so you're going down to like where Capra Demon is, and it's the one in the pipe. You know, like it's that vendor that sells the dung pies. There you go. Why does the dude do that?
Gay.
Ooh, gay. Ooh.
Gay.
All right.
Gay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you can't cross your legs?
The hell's that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll get this work on.
I actually started sleeping like this. I started trying to sleep just like this. Because like you think about it, like a mummy sleeps like this. You ever see a mummy wake up? No, not in a movie. You see a mummy wake up, but that's it.
Can't believe that's been build streams like this.
Yeah.
Just bullshitting. Watching YouTube videos.
Oh, true. Because it's like cum. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, to me, like I've done plenty of things that could seem like they could be like gay or something like that, like sleep in a bed with 5 dudes, shit like that. And like I never really got insecure about this. Like other people get real insecure and like weird about it. It's the same as like you know that shit where like me and Miz got dressed up by like Emmy and Jessica Negri as girls. I say I don't give a fuck. Like to be honest, I've always felt completely confident about being a guy. I don't need to put on anything like that. So yeah. But I think that maybe whenever you're younger, it's more of a thing, you know? Well, Macumo, I was power, which kind of makes sense, though. Most gays are confident? Most gays are? Oh, I see what you did. When the music video doesn't... Man, I've seen a couple like that too. The only dev in the industry I trust whenever he says he can do better. I'm still in the process of making my ideal fantasy RPG. It says From Software's Hidetaka Miyazaki by Elden Ring. Just a second. Yo, what up? Yeah.
Oh, better keep working. Can't rest yet.
Yeah. Uh-huh. No, I saw that. Yeah, I did.
So I'm gonna have a hard time putting the brake calipers back on this disc.
Okay.
Brake pads.
I'll talk to you later.
And I'm gonna have a hard time screwing the
All right.
nut onto the axle threads because those are all fucked up. So I should probably order a couple of things off eBay or somewhere.
My dad was watching the VOD from Kai's stream.
One of these.
About him with his dad.
And
he said it was cool. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He said, did you see this? I said, yeah, I saw it. I did. I was watching a little bit of it last night. Yeah, exactly.
Too.
Oh, man. And what's this? You should do it? Yeah. Let me see here. But no, I think this is true, by the way. It is definitely true. And
Everything
well, Elden
I
Ring is
need.
not quite it. It's getting close.
Here.
I feel like Elden Ring is like it's definitely a like I feel like Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 were perfect games until Elden Ring came out, and then I realized that Elden Ring was the perfect game. And bro, if they can make a game that makes me realize that Elden Ring wasn't perfect, like that's gonna blow my fucking mind.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, like even Elden Ring, I was like, there's no way. There's no way how you do this. Sekiro's perfect? Yeah, true. But like, it's still unbelievable, man. It really is. Dude, I'm cooked. I mean, there it is. Open world games give me anxiety. I'm fine with it. 2 types of strength builds. What's this here? And yeah, it's right here. Obviously guts and Unga Bunga Bonko. Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, I didn't look at this here. I forgot all about this. So IGN put out a statement. Like, what the fuck is this here? Let me look at. Let's see if I find it. IGN. Where is this? I don't know. So they made a statement about. Damn, they tweet a lot. Holy fuck. Damn.
That thing doesn't even work.
God damn.
So I guess I had batteries that would work.
I must have missed it. Where's the link? Well, there's a link there. Nope, that's not it.
Try to lower this a little bit.
There's no link. Where's the fucking link?
By the way, this is not
They don't show. I guess I might have to
how you
just pull it
should
up and look at it from here, right?
how you should do this.
Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna pull it
Have
up.
like
So
a
this
real
is
quick
about
stand.
our report from last year.
Which I guess I do right now. Maybe I'll use one. They're all.
Last year, we published a comprehensive report on IGN detailing a number of sexist and inappropriate remarks made by multiple developers of Black Myth Wukong, including those in leaderships or roles at Game Science. As the publication of this review, Game Science has yet to provide any response or statement addressing our report or their past remarks. Good. They're not accountable to you. You don't matter. What makes you think that you deserve a response because you said something was sexist? Look at this unwarranted sense of self-importance. Oh, I said that you're a bad person because I talked to unnamed sources that say you're bad, and now you're bad, so why aren't you responding to me? I love it, like the presupposition that they are like they're owed a response, like that they're supposed to respond to this. Why would they respond to this? Why would you do this? I called you sexist, please respond. Yes, what? Why would they do that? Like, by the way, capitulating to parasites like this will never get you more fans. It will only make you lose fans. I have never seen a single instance where a person has put out an apology and tried to go back on something that they did or said, and it be a positive for them. It has never been a positive in all of the time that I've ever seen any game, any response at all. Like Mitchell, I had Games Fest, although my appointment was admittedly a little strange. I was told as part of my invitation that Game Science would have a statement related to the reports of sexism. I arrived at the appointment and I saw the game as planned, but when I asked for the promised statement, I was, you're our representative. Game Science is focused on demo. Yeah, we want to talk about it. And then she shows up to play the game and they say, nah, we're not going to talk about it. Bro, I think I might have to buy 3 copies now. I feel like we're up to 3 at this point. Holy. 5 copies. Yeah, we got to do some giveaways, boys. What a narcissistic bitch? Absolutely, bro. Like, and like this, I really like how like fucking obvious it is that she's a total fucking narcissist. Like, she thinks that she matters. Like that her approval of a video game means anything. But you think that their statements, that they're accountable to you? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
You're nobody. Like, I'm just saying the way it is. That's just, you're nobody. You ain't shit. Like, yeah, like, and also, this is in a different country. Keep in mind that people like this talk about colonialism, Resident Evil, and they want Chinese. Yeah, it's stupid as hell. No, you always never let these people, never let this shit go. Never let this shit go. Because these people are parasites that will ruin everything. Drive them the fuck out. Do not support them. Don't reward them. Support people that care about you. They are complete fucking parasites. Let me see the rest of this. Mitchell's preview doesn't need my validation, but for what it's worth, I fully back everything he's written here. Black Myth Wukong looks like it'll be a great game. It's gorgeous for snappy combat, fantastic monster design, and some really interesting boss fights. It's also true that several people who are making it have made disparaging remarks about women and don't seem to be interested either in retracting their past statements. Of course not. Why would they? It's funny. I thought it was probably funny. Let's say that they said that. Why would I give a fuck about that?
It's funny.
But I hate these losers that try to tell other people what to do. Who the fuck are you? Shut the fuck up. What? Why should I listen to you? It's crazy, these rats, bro. These rats are out of their mind. The freedom from intrusion? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Wait, who the fuck decided this? What's the rest of this here? Or in supporting numerous online conversations, Black express purely for expressing their discomfort with these statements. That's right. That's right. You're going to go on the internet, you're going to talk shit and make up a bunch of bullshit and saying, oh, they're sexist, and then now they're the victim because they're going, get the fuck out of here. You sit around and you complain about somebody else, but when somebody disagrees with you, now you're being harassed. This is some rat behavior. This is some fucking rat. Of course they're getting harassed. Because they're harassing the devs. Shut your fucking mouth and you won't have any problems. These people think that they can go on the internet, say anything they fucking want, and then everybody else has to listen to it and not disagree. Nah, bro, this shit is over. This is so over. I'm so tired of these fucking losers. These adult hall monitors telling other people what they can say on the internet. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you think. Oh, you're offended? Good. Fuck you. Shut up. It's exhausting to deal with these parasites, these emotional vampires. Get the fuck out of gaming. Get the fuck off the internet and go to therapy. Work through the problems that you have with your dad. Stop putting it on us. Holy fuck, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm so tired of this shit.
I forget how this goes.
Make asylums great again. There it is. On the last note, I didn't see any women or femme-coded characters in the demo. Now we're buying 5 copies. You know why? Because there's not a lot of women in, a lot of stories. You know, Odysseus, the only women in that story until the very end are women trying to fuck his day up. You know, it's everybody's trying to fuck him up. So what's the problem with this? Femme-coded, sirens,
God, I forget how this goes on.
There's no man, it's a monkey, yeah. Yeah, wait, are there any... Real shit, yeah, where's the men? Of course it's a male game. Because it's a medieval Chinese story about a guy in physical combat. Where the fuck would there be a woman there? What? Are you crazy? It's just, what are you thinking about? How many women were in the 300? Because I remember I watched the movie, there weren't any girls there. What happened? It's a myth. Bro, shut the fuck up. Like, want the wife? Yeah, I'm in the 300. Not in the I was able to confirm from Game Science that there were none present in this section of the game presented to press. So let me get this straight. There will be women in the final game, but for now it's impossible to really comment on whether or not Game Science's developers express beliefs permeate through Black Myth Wukong in a meaningful way. I hope they do. I do.
That's how that guy has it.
The fact that this is something that she's thinking about. See, this is the reason why games journalism.
That's how it is.
This is reason 75 out of a list of 375. The reason here is because she's focusing on something that nobody cares about. Fam-coded characters. Do you think a girl is going to go buy this fucking game? 100% it's a game for guys. I guarantee you, if Game Science ever releases data, it's going to be 85% dudes playing this fucking game. Absolutely. Now, there's going to be girls that play it. It's going to happen. But 95% probably, you're right. I'm saying 85 to be generous. This is a man's game. And girls can play it, and I think that's great. I play Animal Crossing. It's a nice game. But there's a lot of girls that play it too. These people like this, you have to take them back to kindergarten. You have to take them back to the very beginning of the basics because something somewhere along the line went wrong. They don't understand that a game about a monkey with a big stick that kills demons is mainly a game for men and boys. This is the way it works.
It's like that, right?
These people are delusional. Speaking of, you've seen a cool, what's
goes
this
like
here,
that.
the Bear Boss and new gameplays release? We're going to look at it. We're going to look at it. But, yeah, they've had their victim mentality reinforced since they were children. Well, hey, it's time to stop doing it.
Right? Just doesn't go like
Some
that.
girls don't care about gender in a good game. The gender doesn't matter. I didn't say that some... Oh, wow, wait, are you telling me that there's exceptions to a generality? Wow, bro, like, you're so smart. Holy fuck. Did we know... Hey, guys, we got a genius in chat. Holy fuck. Damn, bro, like, you must have a big brain. Fuck, bro, like, where do these people come from? Anyway, where's the rest of this? First hours of Black Myth Wukong was a flurry of demanding boss fights, unbelievably pretty characters, in a surprisingly sparse world. If you're not one of the many Souls-like fans who have rocketed Black Myth Wukong to the top of Steam's most wishlisted games, then you've probably seen it in passing. RPG, adapting the 15th century novel, Journey to the West. You play as the Monkey King himself, Sun Wukong, taking on the world with his magic staff. It's only the second game made by an indie outfit, Game Science, founded in 2014. You may remember Game Science as the subject of a 2023 IGN report detailing the history of sexism from one of its founders, as well as the wider company culture of misogyny.
Yeah.
All right, it might have to be 10 copies by now. Yep. Yeah, it might have to be 10 copies. Passive-aggressive lunatics. The problem is that they think that people care about this. Nobody gives a fuck about your accusation of sexism. Why would anybody care about that? Who the fuck are you? You think you're making the world a better place by complaining that there's no female characters in a video game? Wake the fuck up. What are you doing with your life?
There's no female characters in a video game?
Just wasting, and you're wasting everybody, you're making everything worse. It's like, this is the problem. People like this.
Probably should put some oil on the
They choose
axle.
the most low effort
Do I have any?
and biggest waste of time to invest themselves into. You're not making anybody's life better. You're not improving anything. You're not making games better. You're not helping anyone. You're not enhancing the world. You're not making society better. You're just wasting people's time. You're not doing anything. They're parasites, exactly, yeah. Stroking the finger, yeah. They act like they're trying to save the world. Bro, like, yeah. It's these people, like, you're writing like, articles about video games. Like, nobody gives a shit. Shut up. You don't have a social responsibility. You don't matter. Know your role. Jesus Christ. It's so weird, bro. Can't spell ignorant without IGN. It's willful ignorance. That's the problem. It's time for IGN to be dismantled. No, I think IGN does a lot of good things, but this is bad. Like, I like IGN in a lot of cases. And I actually, by the way, I want to say this. I fully respect and support their right to be able to say this. I do. This is a First Amendment right. This is mine to criticize. Like, that's the truth. Like, yeah, I completely support it.
Yeah, fuck.
But
I'm missing a bunch of shit.
I think it's fucking so stupid. So dumb.
Where did it go?
So dumb. It's creating toxic behavior, though.
I had like.
I know. That's why you gotta.
It's weird.
You have to loudly and very openly disagree with this stuff to make it known that this is not acceptable. And if
bags
you
of.
don't do it,
I guess
will. You have to push these people down, or they will push you down and infect everything with their waste of time mentality.
So I got some brake
A lot of rats
grease.
are gonna. Yes, you have to push them down.
Brake part lubricant. I don't know if that'll work on the axle, but.
And the way you do that is by confronting it
Gasket
directly,
sealant.
talking about it, expressing your disinterest,
Gasket
and
maker.
explaining very clearly that this is not what you want. This is not what you want to represent you, and you don't care.
Exhaust seal.
Call them out. Absolutely. You know, funny thing is, since it's going to be gameplay by males, adding a girl would actually be going against their agenda because I'll be able to look at my character's ass while playing. No, that's probably just some other shit. So, yeah. So the report is false, or are you saying the sexist remarks made by the developer out of context? They're probably taken out of context. There's a lot of translation errors as well. And then
This
also,
looks good
like,
enough
the
for
issue
grease.
is that these people think that, like, why is it that this person is accountable to you for statements that they made? They don't work for you. They're not under any obligation to behave in a way. You're not paying them. Like, they're not like, there's no reason. There's no reason why this person should be accountable to you. So that's the problem. It's that these people have an undue sense of self-importance that they think that they can hold people accountable. You can't hold anybody accountable. You don't matter. And the sooner we help people realize that, the sooner we can go back to being able to actually enjoy entertainment without having it be co-opted by freaks that are trying to act like they're doing the world a favor by adding a female character to a video game.
Okay. There we go.
That's what I think. Let's see the rest of this. Isn't culture forgot why holier than thou is supposed to be an insult, not a goal? Yeah, exactly.
Grease helped.
IGN put out a recent video. I'll watch the video in a minute. Yeah, I absolutely hate this shit, bro. Car is ethnically Chinese. She wouldn't accurately understand the actual context of the Chinese writings due to how we Singaporeans use Chinese. Yeah, big fucking surprise. Wow, huge surprise that somebody, you know, again, probably another Westerner who's trying to co-opt and tell other cultures what to do. We have a long history of colonialism. You thought it ended with America. You thought it ended maybe with like a couple of other things we did. Nope, it's still going on right now.
I was lucky that happened when it did.
Donald Trump also told supporters that if he's elected, he will focus on anti-white racism. Thank God. My people have suffered long enough. Sorry, Jay, but time's up.
Jay.
I knew it was going to come out of you someday.
There it is. No racism.
Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot. God damn
By
it.
the way, I think people joking and like laughing. I'm just so glad. I actually like these guys a lot.
Well,
I think
just
this is
noticed
actually
it.
the way that you get rid of like racism and shit like this, is to have jokes and fuck around with it and talk about it. Che Guevara. To be fair, I don't think Che Guevara hated white people. He hated gay people, right? Yeah, I thought he hated gay people. Maybe he hated both.
Okay. I can't have this thing
So too. Yeah, that's
knock me out.
Don't mean to argue. For the real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. What's the rest of this shit? Brain rot from somebody claiming Asmon's editor is creepy AI. Source for the community notes, a 2-minute Asmon video with his creepy AI editor. Source is a mistranslations from random commenters on a 6-month-old Reddit thread. Content of the article is ignored almost entirely. Straight to the front page it goes. Swear to God, subreddit's going down the shitter. Oh, so this is people that are mad about this? Yeah, bro, cry all you want. Well, actually, if you cry, we're probably just going to permaban you. Get the fuck out of here. But, yeah, that's it. Don't find message there? Yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't really tell my, like, very rarely do I have any oversight or, like, you know, ask my editors to do or not do anything. Very, very rarely. Like, I would say maybe once a month, and probably less than that even. Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm uploading a video, like, I record a video and I'm like, oh, when I upload this, I'll tell them that. But, like, otherwise, yeah, I don't. Like, they can do what they want. Yeah, like, let's see here. You saying you trust an employee? Yeah. Like, of course I trust him. And also, like, it doesn't mean, like, yeah, obviously, like, I've said, like, oh, could you do this or not do that? But yeah, sure, of course it's happened. But, like, it's very rare. I don't like to micromanage, just in general. Star Trek did deepfake AI girlfriends before.
If I could require everyone to watch one episode of an old TV show, it would be this. It is so incredibly relevant to what's going on today and will only become more relevant in the years to come. It's an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, and I don't care if you've never seen an episode.
Where does this go? Right there, right?
It's not Star Trek before.
That means it was up to the ship's chief nerd to try to come up with some sort of a modification to the engine system. None of that is important. What matters is that she doesn't.
Alright, I think I need to grab the manual.
No one else on the ship that has the knowledge. Here is the part that makes
I can never remember
so the ship's computer has
how all these little, like, pieces fit.
Fictional characters, historical figures that can make a person you can basically talk to. So he tells the computer, I want you to generate me a fake version of
That goes like that, I think.
design this ship.
That's smart.
He gives her the database all of her knowledge and methods.
That's a good idea.
Put that into the AI. But instantly you can see where this is going because he is the ship's nerd and is very bad with women, and she is hot. So they start working the problem. At first, they butt heads,
Yep.
but over time, they start to gain mutual respect for one another. She, again, who is an AI hologram.
See, this is the future, gentlemen.
I think that's it.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, brother. That's right.
The real person starts to get very friendly with him.
I actually watched that Star Trek episode recently.
Nice.
This extremely stressful period together, they share a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Before it is decided that she has to be deleted and to disappear, like Frosty the Snowman.
He should have kept her.
That is a horrible lesson to teach the kids. He should have to go to jail for what he did. He made a deep.
Wait, why?
Fake AI girlfriend of someone who works at his organization without her consent.
Yeah.
But we're not done. See, there's a follow-up episode about a year and a half later in season 4.
Oh, that's right.
To the space station,
Yeah, but who
and
cares?
The real Dr. Leah Brahms comes on.
To be fair, this is kind of funny. This is good.
For to do an inspection. And Jordy, being the awkward nerd that he is very excited to meet her because after all,
Right,
he
yeah.
did how this went last time.
Yeah.
But of course, her real personality is nothing like an AI. Why would it be?
So this is like a lot of guys meeting like girl streamers that they watch. Damn. Damn, bro. Like, yeah, I didn't need to have a show. Yeah, I know how it is.
Software was just reacting to what she was doing. He starts to get irritated with her because she's not being compliant.
This is good, bro. I'm gonna be honest, like, this is making me interested in Star Trek. This sounds really good. This is good, right? Yeah.
And she's getting irritated with him because he's being weird. He's
Right.
being overly familiar, as if he thinks they're friends. And then, in one of the most cringe-worthy scenes in the history of television, the real Dr. Brahms finds the deepfake AI girl.
Oh, uh-oh.
I have been invaded, violated.
How dare you use me like this? How far did it go anyway?
It says you don't want to know the answer to that.
And then finally, Whoopi Goldberg has to explain to him, do you understand that AI wasn't her, that AI was you? And this is what people need to understand, because AI girlfriend...
I love how he goes automatically from Star Trek to I want to have a family with my AI girlfriend. That's right. I mean, real shit, like, this is actually, like, if you want to talk about the morality of this, the only reason why there's a moral argument that this guy's wrong is because he did it without the girl's consent. So if you're creating an AI, like, chimera amalgamation of, like, you know, a million different girls and, like, turning this into, like, some, like, a different, like, thing, that's not the same thing as, like, taking one person, creating a deepfake of it, and then, like, having a relationship. But it's really not the same thing. But, like, yeah, I see what he's saying. Should be A-okay? Yeah.
This is no different than
What's going on?
where Tom Hanks started invented a friend for himself and could talk back. He would fill in his voice. That a real girlfriend or boyfriend is a friend
Okay.
only has value
Now,
because they chose the
can I get this shit back on
that a
here?
real life person having their own emotions that sometimes conflicts with yours is not a flaw or a downside. It is the only thing that gives the relationship value.
And remember to tighten the nuts on the caliper.
They have their own needs and wants and desires and hopes and dreams, and they still choose to be with you. If they don't have their own independent thoughts and desires, then it's just you talking to a mirror. And some of you are going to say, well, why?
That's actually a really good point. I'm gonna be real. Like he cooked. He did. Like that's a really good point.
Oh man.
Did you recommend the movie Her, which was about the same thing? But this film ended with him breaking up with the AI because they grew apart.
Should have installed the
That is
update.
one thing that a real AI girlfriend that is being sold to you in the real world would never ever do. And that brings me to the final twist in this whole thing, because Star Trek fans consider these two episodes to be among the worst Star Trek episodes ever made. Because that second episode ends with her, the real Dr. Brahms, apologizing to him for getting mad. And the episode ends with them agreeing to stay friends, and then she takes him from her husband. Because you see, that's the reason they can't be together. She's already in 1991 when this episode was written, the writers didn't see why what he did was criminal.
Well, to be fair, like, I mean, what he did, like, wasn't really a bad thing. It was only a bad thing whenever he made it sexual. And, like, even then, it's like, it's really not the person, right? Like, it's not the person. Like, it's mainly like a mental, like, it's like a mental crime. It's a mental crime. Yeah, it can't, like, that's like, criminal. Like, bro, we talk about criminals and shit like this. I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't want my tax money going to putting some guy in jail for making a deep fake of somebody. I don't want my tax money going there. I'd rather it go to, like, there's so many more important things to do that it's just not worth it to me. Like, we have people that are homeless, people that are addicted to fentanyl. We have crumbling infrastructure. There's no public transportation. And we want to go and put people in jail for making a deep fake? Where are the priorities? Underage deep fake? That's a different thing. But, like, I'm talking about, like, of adults. Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about?
Because it was just personally embarrassing.
It's such
if
a...
I had kids, I would make
like,
them.
you step back for a second. Think about how distorted that is. Like, that's, like, what? That's so, like...
Watch these two episodes and then I would talk to them about it. And then watch them be shocked by how little consequences he saw for making a deep fake AI girlfriend out of one of his co-workers.
Well, hey, I saw Atriox making videos. He made a video a few days ago. I think that it's just about accurate. What do you mean? You can't stop this shit, like making deep fakes of people. This is never going to go away. And it's just going to keep getting worse because it's going to be easier to do. Every year it's going to be
This guy sounds like he makes deep fakes of his coworkers.
Bro, it's going to be fucking free to do this. Yeah, exactly. You mean better and better. It's going to be free and better at the same time. So if you go and try to turn this into a situation, then it's just, again, this is just simply, in my opinion, not something that is worth, like, really putting a lot of effort and, like, thinking into, other than, like, impersonation and, like, intentional, you know, like, damage, right? Like, that's obviously bad. But everything else is whatever. Yeah, I really can't. The genie's out of the bottle. Yeah, it's like Photoshop. Where if someone created a real good fake of a person with some power and the consequences of the deep fake would be a huge problem to society. Well, that's something. It is going to happen. And I think also, like, I actually think that it's good that people are creating all these fake images that look real nowadays, because it makes people question what they see. I think that it's been a big problem on the internet for a long time that people see something immediately and they automatically are like, wow, there it is. Like, we need to go past this. Like, this is a really bad way to look at things. I think this dude is right, but, like, in the real world, this guy probably...
I'm hoping this, like, recuts the threads.
Obviously, if you did it with a coworker, yeah, you probably get fired from that job, like, for sure, right? And, like, this nuance. But half of what he did wasn't bad. Like, the only half
looks like it is kind of
problematic is, like, him having a relationship. And even that is, like, really not her.
It's really just the front threads, the top threads.
Right? So, like, how much, like, investment of, like, energy do you want me to really put into something like this? It's a fantasy. Yeah, it's a fucking fantasy. It's just weird, not a crime. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, Jesus Christ. Pull me up. That's not what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm not going to. And we stream, yeah, there it is. And problem is it's unhealthy for himself. Yeah, exactly. Reminds me of the imagination in South Park. Yeah, exactly. Let me see what this is here.
Damn,
real quick. Bear versus gorilla versus lion. Which one do you think wins? I think the bear would easily beat the gorilla and the lion. Like, I thought it was a gorilla, but apparently gorillas, like bears, like a big bear, would totally destroy. Like, the bear beats all... Yeah, bro, like, it's unbearable. Gorillas are crazy. Yeah, but, like, I don't think people understand how big a bear is. Bears are really big. Yeah, it's like a car, bro. Like, that's a big fucking bear. Dungeons interviews and service already. Me healing on the boss fight 10 times. Boss heals. Ask when you ever felt bad over. Yeah, see, this is the future right here. Here we go. Let's go to it.
Well, at least that's not coming off.
Good morning. Wakey, wakey. So, I don't know exactly how this works, but apparently, is it true that, like, in China, they have an event right now where you can call Firefly on, like, your phone in Honkai Star Rail? Yeah. So, and, like, talk to her? Man, bro, that's something special. That's something, bro. That's a game too. Oh my god.
This man gets rejected because he's sad. Oh, welcome. I'll have you hold this. All right. If we can have your name.
My name's Aaron.
Aaron, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 29.
29. Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a licensed plumber.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breaker: being promiscuous, not cleanly, don't have a career, nothing really going for yourself.
You did get a pop balloon. Go ahead and go on over there and see what's going on.
Yes.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Karma. I'm 24. For me, it just didn't work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or wasn't fully attracted to you, and I feel like that counts if you're going to be on for a dating show. You know?
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have a great
Thank
day.
you, Kim. You too.
Okay.
Damn.
Because you got to think about it like this, right? This dude is 29 years old. He's in insane shape, right? This dude works out probably 5 days a week.
I'm not even. What the
He's a
fuck?
good-looking dude. He's a licensed plumber. So he's probably making close to, if not over, 6 figures. He is not going to be... He doesn't need to fuck around. And he's 29!
Let's go ahead. All right, you gotta pop over here.
Ooh.
We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Sarah, I'm 22.
And why did we end up popping our balloon?
The comment you made, I like a more humble person to respond.
Man.
That's really it.
Yeah.
I didn't really necessarily like
That's
it.
fine. Hey, I could just,
Yeah.
all I can do is be honest,
I mean,
you know.
yeah, be honest.
I
Be your
came
authentic
over here
self.
to,
That's okay.
to find a match.
Sure.
That wasn't matching.
I mean, 100%.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She all right. Not really my type. I don't mean to be disrespectful, you know, but if I see you in public, I wouldn't reach out to
Totally
her.
fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your name and age and
God
why you ended
damn.
up popping your balloon.
Are you looking at this?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms, you know.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! That is bad. He just said that. Yeah, he just.
You guys getting rejected over and over. He's getting pissed off.
God.
Women I deal with, they don't have hair on their
Don't do
arms.
too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest,
Don't do
Queen.
too much.
You know, I don't like that. That's all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body
You just
parts,
wasn't
but
looking at
that's
my
not
eyes.
what it is.
That's
No, I
all
was looking at the
pointing
hair on
out.
your
Anyways,
arms, Queen.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
This is nuts.
Yeah, I'm in heels and you ain't full enough.
Okay.
Don't do too much.
Well,
though.
you're not qualified, baby.
Alright,
So that's all good.
Let's move on.
She's
My name is-
he's not tall enough. Right. She's probably like, you know, the funny thing is she's probably like 5'3", 5'4". It's not like this chick's like 6 feet tall or some shit, right? What are you doing? Yeah, wearing it. What are you doing?
All right, that's on.
It's Kayla. I'm 24.
man.
Originally, I was not gonna pop my balloon because I know a lot of them
I'm nowhere
popped it
close to
because
my
he was being, I guess, arrogant. But to
time.
me, I like my man.
That's
That's
the way that a lot of people
Goal.
perceive confidence as arrogance because
Might still be able to get to the coffee shop within an hour.
So like they see somebody else that's confident and direct, and it upsets them. That's the real reason.
not gonna sit in every girl's face and come
And it's
on.
like, I bet that if you ask these girls, like, what are you doing with your life? I bet he's doing something better than all of them. Probably a bunch of nothing. Showing up to this show. That's what they're doing with their life. That's it.
So I didn't find that offensive to me, but I'm very I don't want to say I'm argumentative, but
Yeah.
I don't want my man to argue back with me because then I feel like it's gonna always be a problem. That was the only reason why I popped my balloon, because I was just like, dang. But then with me,
Okay.
you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm gonna get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute.
Oh my God. A Ninja Turtle.
You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle.
I can see where she's saying that, but that's a good thing, bro. Like, they were cool. What do you mean? Bro, if you go back, Donatello was fucking ripped. What are you talking? Get the fuck out of here.
Like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, they were in shape. Yeah, what do you mean?
You need to relax.
Oh.
You stocky as hell, and I was trying to be respectful, but like you was really coming out like I didn't like it. I'm from the South and I can handle like a lot of criticism and stuff like that, but the way you was coming, you just ain't like you got it all like that. And I guarantee you probably got a roommate at home, and it's just not getting anymore.
Well, let me say this, Queen. I'm a licensed plumber.
I do real estate and property management.
I live downtown.
So what you do,
I live downtown.
me.
I stay by myself, Queen. You know, and you're not even qualified to be even
You
dealing
say
with
everybody
me.
not qualified.
You definitely not.
I stay by myself.
You know, if anything, it was one of these two. I wasn't even looking your way. You
And the
ain't
one
my
that you
type.
wanted popped
If I
up
seen, that's fine. That's extremely fine.
Okay.
But one
Well,
thing
these
about
guys
me,
seem
I
like
can
a good
pull
match.
100,000 on the bank. Can you do the same?
Bruh.
Yeah, you can.
That looks pretty good. Actually supposed to
Oh my
try to gauge.
God, bro.
You can't do that. You can't do that,
These
though, baby.
marks are so worn, you can't see them.
Holy shit, bro's flexing? Well, to be fair, she's the one that's calling into question his money, saying that he's living with a roommate. Like, she's the one that started that. But you can't go and get mad at him for that. She's the one talking like that. He never brought this shit up at all. She started it. He's correcting her. What's the problem with that? Yeah, she's flexing. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, thank God. Like, this is, I love it. This is fucking perfect. Exactly. Yeah, he's just proud. He's just defending his position. Yeah, exactly. She attacked his provider capabilities. Flexing 100K is pussy shit, bro. If you're 29 and you can take 100K out of the bank, you're in a great position. And there's like, in what world is that not in an insanely great position? Like, that's a crazy, crazy, crazy good position to be in. Are there people in a better position? For sure.
All right.
But like,
Now,
this is the
I'm going to
top 10,
quickly
top
put
5,
all this
top
shit
1% at 29.
back in my panniers.
That's so, and I'm talking about being able, like, not making 100K, but having 100K that you
Go
can
take a shower
out of
and
the
be on
bank.
my
That's
way.
nuts.
Start my day.
That's so good. I wish I had 100K. Yeah, exactly. 29. That's insane.
In the garage for
Well, I love this. I was that squirrel exposed him and took it up for being toxic and a weirdo. Be careful glorifying him so much. Not sure if she's saying the truth, but that shit seemed real considering. Yeah, I'm sure that his ex is probably going to be unbiased. For sure, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll have to listen to what she said about him. Like, I'm going to go and turn that into some other situation. But like, you know, let's just be honest. People in here think 100K is small because they follow millionaire streamers. Yeah, exactly. Like people get people in entertainment, you know, get it twisted, right? With like money and shit. Like, nah, 100K is a ridiculous, like, life-changing amount of money. Like, it's insane. Like, to have 100K in a bank, like, that's unreal. That's that's insane. 100K liquid, yeah, 100K liquid, like, that's insane.
100K liquid.
Get it twisted, yeah, exactly. 100K is worth too much. Yeah, it is. Why was this doing the show? Probably just because they wanted to have him on the show, right? I think that the truth is that, like, they, like, these shows, like, there are guys that like watching these shows because it's, like, the power fantasy of a guy that has his life together that doesn't have to, like, take bullshit from girls like this. And so that's why guys like watching it. He trashed all of them. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's I mean, that's, like, the dynamic. What's this? I don't know what this is. I don't want to look at this. Exclusive demo, IGN criticized Black and Blue Palm. I saw this already. Let's add medieval filter. Ooh, it's all gray. True, that's because they didn't have color. Did they have color cameras in the Middle Ages? I don't think they invented those until, like, what, the Revolutionary War? Because there's a lot of, like, paintings of the Revolutionary War where people were wearing colors, but, like, not as many before then. So probably, like, that's about it, right? I mean, I think that's what's got to make sense, right? I'm so tired of this.
All right.
Give me a minute. Gen Z down bad.
I got a new rear tire on my bike.
Oh, yeah.
Should be good for 10,000 miles. Depending on the weight load. Yeah.
What the front, bro. Like, I don't even know what this is. I had to look at that. Yeah, give me
Glad I got that replaced.
so much shit I gotta do. World of Warcraft addiction literally ruined my life. Ooh. I might have to watch this. I'm gonna watch this. I wasn't even, I just saw this. I think I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I want to see this. Give me a second. Where the fuck is it?
Hello.
Oh yeah, so this is gonna sound crazy, right? This is gonna sound crazy, but there's another studio that got shut down. Has been shut down by the Engraves Group, Pieces Interactive, after the game. And why did this happen? So the reason why it happened is because the game didn't sell very well. Like, that's the reason. It's obvious. Shut down. This is here. Survivor Horror game was launched in March 2024. Endured a softer than expected performance and performed below management expectations. It made a round of layoffs. There it is. Yep. That's what happens. Like, you release a game. Like, I love how people like Embracer Group, one of the worst companies in gaming.
Hey, Carol.
I love how people go in and blame Embracer Group. What do you think happens? You make a bad game. Like, what do you like? If you go at your job, if you lose the company millions of dollars, what happens? You get fired. I love how people with video games are like, I guess it's because there's a lot of kids in games. Bro, no one played it. Yeah. Nobody played the game. Like, if it doesn't sell, then it doesn't sell. It's just that simple, man. Yeah. Aren't they just the investment firm? Yeah, they are. It's nuts. People protect devs too much. Yeah, they just don't understand the way it is. I saw this also too, bro. Like, this shit is getting so exhausting. Like, I'm actually like so tired of this shit. It's so fucking that you have these people that keep going and like trying to find reasons to like shit on Kai. Like, I don't understand. It's so fucking annoying to me. It's like these rats. It's a cool statue. There are content creators been covering Souls games since before Mr. Sonat downloaded.
New motorcycle? No.
Number one, Kai's been screaming for as long as he could.
Jane, right?
Gene.
I'm sure he's very sorry that he wasn't.
Her twins, Jane. Her twin.
Like, what's this rat? This petty shit? Get the fuck out of here.
Your door, thanking her.
There are content creators, bro. Here's the reality. Kai had the most popular Elden Ring run of all time. Unequivocally.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it.
And it's not even close. How the fuck are you gonna act like this is some sort of other, like, some situation? Like, don't you, like, these people, like, it's so fucking annoying. He did so much for it. Yes, he did. He played the game. It was based on it was good. Yes. It's so annoying, bro. They think they can pull the senior card. Yeah. It's obnoxious, man. Like, people just don't understand numbers. Yeah. XGC speed ran it in 6 hours. No, he didn't do it.
Oh, man.
He did it in like, what was it like? Probably, I don't know, 24 hours, 25 hours, somewhere around there. Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, it's like 25 hours.
Hell yeah.
I remember when it happened. I watched it. He also spent 250K of his own money to promo the on that video. Yeah, exactly. Read his post below. I do feel the need to clarify a little. It's cool that they did this for Kai, and I'm not trying to shit on him specifically. I just think it's wild that they did this for him because he played one of those games and is famous as opposed to people that have covered their games for over a decade. Man, thank God for a protected tweet. Because if he didn't have that, somebody might have been able to educate him. So it's like numbers. So like, for example, like I've gotten a lot of advantages because I have numbers too, like especially on YouTube, right? Like I'll release a video and like companies send me shit all the time. Like I get all kinds of free shit all the time. I get paid to play video games. Like, and that's the way it works, right? So like I take a sponsorship for a video game, I get paid $10,000, right? Let's say it's not more, but like let's say it's $10,000. But I get this money, right? Why are they not giving you money? Think about that for just a second. Think about just for 3 seconds. Why are they not paying you money to play the video game? Not you and Chad, this person. is because they're not advertising the game. It's really simple. Like, it's so simple. Like, what's the problem here? And it's numbers, yeah. Is like these people don't understand numbers. They don't understand common sense. And I'm going to be real. Like, I actually think these people are absolutely trying to shit on Kai. I think they are 100% shitting on. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. It is annoying. Yeah, that's the most popular streamer ever plays the game. They're going to glaze and try to extend the.
Cut out. He's laughing. Alright. Mission accomplished.
Oh my god, bro. Like, Matty Video gets a ton of advantages too, because he's the most famous war channel by this person's logic. Other people deserve
do something with
more
this
because
tire.
they've been doing
Can't
videos
throw it
longer
out.
than him. Yeah, it's so dumb,
I don't want to get the HOA fined.
It's like these
Or some-
you guys are
some shit.
miserable, bro. There it is. That's a fucking.
Let's put it back here for now.
It's these miserable shit-talking rats, man. I even saw this. This was crazy.
Drop it off somewhere.
This was fucking crazy. So apparently Kai Cenat went to Northwest. I guess this is Kanye West's daughter. He went to like her birthday party or something like that. What does an 11-year-old and a 22-year-old have possibly in common? This is so fucked up. People are weird as fuck, bro. Like, this is so... She's probably a fan, wanted to meet him. Kim paid him enough money to make it happen. I bet Kai didn't get paid any money. I bet she said, hey, do you want to come over here? He says, yes, absolutely. Folks, I'm saying it. I am making it weird by saying they have zero in common due to age. You absolutely are. You are absolutely making it weird. You 100% know what you're trying to say. It's fucking obvious to every single person. This dishonest rat bullshit.
Take a shower.
So
Quick shower.
Fucking tiresome. It drives me crazy. It makes
I
me
get some
so mad.
programming done.
It makes me so mad because, like, this is such a fucked up thing to say. This is such a weird thing to say. Like, get the fuck out of here. What's wrong with you?
You know, with testing pretty soon here, and then I'll be looking at the next.
Weird as fuck for having that in his head? Yes.
Don't worry about.
God damn, bro, this is so weird. You didn't go outside? No, and by the way, another one of these posts comes out, I'm gonna cover it again. Y'all can guarantee, like, this weird, nasty shit like this, we gonna keep them straight as much as we can. The rat invasion, bro, like the rat invasion. Give them a reply. Yeah, it's disgusting.